A's Extra.
Welcome back in on the Anglers Extra pregame show ahead of Game 10 of the season, and it's time for Catch of the Day with the Catch of the Day veteran in Gabe Davis. Gabe, this is your second time on this program, but it's the first time in 2 years. Last night you made your first appearance with the Anglers in 2 years. How did it feel to get back out there?
Felt great. Just try to go out there and get back on the mound and, try to give Chatham Anglers, a good chance to win a ball game, and just felt good putting that jersey back on and getting out there at Veterans Field. It was fun. Picked
up a lot of strikeouts, too. Once you started rolling, what went through your head?
Honestly, just stay in the groove, keep my rhythm, and just try to attack the mitt.
Did you think you were going to come in and throw 75 pitches?
Honestly, not at all. I knew I was going to try to get 3 or 4 innings, and after the third inning, that fourth inning was just a little lengthy. Had some walks, but other than that, felt good physically. So
when you have a long inning like that as a reliever, do you adjust things? Do you start going to the off speed more?
Honestly, no. I feel like I try to use more of my fastball and two-seam in that fourth inning. Threw a couple change-ups and some sliders, but mainly just try to attack the mitt and get hitters out.
Yesterday was a big roller coaster of a game. When Ace Reese hit that home run in the bottom of the 10th, what was the dugout reaction?
It was electric. Everybody was on their feet, hooping and hollering. It was a good time.
What do you think about most when you think about your time so far with the Chatham Anglers and maybe in the past? What comes to mind?
Honestly, just great weather, being surrounded by, great people, and just a fun and electric baseball atmosphere. I enjoyed up here.
Rather spend summers here than in Oklahoma?
Honestly, I enjoy summers out on the lake, at home and around family and friends, but, getting to play baseball up here, it's been a pretty fun experience.
Do you go fishing in Oklahoma at all? What do you do when you go to the lake?
Yeah, just spend time out on the water. I try to fish in my free time for sure when I can. The fishing hasn't been the best the past couple of weeks, but, try to get out there and just have fun.
Have you given it a shot out here yet?
A little bit. My freshman summer up here, I was able to drive my truck and brought my golf clubs and fishing poles and had some decent luck out on some ponds in Chatham.
Anything else when you come back to Chatham? Obviously, you were in Chatham 2 years ago. You were in Brewster last year. Now you come back to Chatham. On your way out here, were you thinking, I have to do this first? I have to go to this place first?
Honestly, I got to check out Cookware. They have a pretty good breakfast sandwich, so I got to try one of those before I leave.
What do you get from Cookware?
Their bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich. It's pretty solid.
It's not a bad choice. Have you ever heard of Queen Amman? You heard of this?
I have not. It's
like a croissant muffin kind of style thing. I'd recommend trying it out on the next off day. Off day tomorrow as well. So Thursday being tomorrow, and then right back at it for the next couple of days. And it'll only be a few more days where your teammate Ace Reese is here before he leaves for Team USA. You did Team USA last year. What advice would you give to Ace Reese?
Just go out there and compete. It's pretty honorable, and it was a big goal of mine to go out there and rep the USA across my chest, and I was just super thankful and grateful that I got that opportunity, and just take advantage of it and go out there and just put it all on the field.
What does it mean to put on a jersey like that?
Everything. I feel my parents have raised me to be pretty patriotic, and so just the love for the country and being able to wear red, white, and blue, it's been very, very humbling.
And now you're back in red, white, and blue for the Anglers for a second time. What is the goal for this year for you?
Just try to, it's my draft year, just trying to prep myself to start a career in pro ball.
If there was any team you could pick, a favorite team, anything, where would be your number one?
It's a tough question. I'm kind of unbiased a little bit. Oklahoma doesn't have a pro baseball team, so I never grew up with a favorite MLB team, but honestly, anybody that gives me a chance to get to play.
No Astros, Rangers loyalty up there?
Getting to play at Globe Life was pretty sweet. They have an amazing field, so getting to play for the Rangers would be a pretty cool experience.
Red, white, and blue for Team USA, red, white, and blue for the Anglers, and potentially red, white, and blue for the Rangers. Gabe Davis, thank you very much for joining the Anglers Extra pregame show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.